Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer and this here is a bonus reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising sign for the month of June. Alright, so this bonus reading is here because Gemini, I didn't do a mid-month for y'all in May. So we're just going to be taking a look at what messages and guidance wants to come through for you at this time. Alright, but let's see. Gemini. Gemini. So we got a arranged marriage coming out here. It says soul connection, commitment, a marriage based on your soul mission as a union. So it looks like we might be talking about relationships here. Got fertility doll, mom and pop spot. Okay, so it looks like here, like we have voodoo doll showing up. It says someone has cast work or sent negative energy your way, feeling attacked, sleepless nights, protection needed. So there could be, y'all could be, when it comes to your relationships, there could be a lot of negativity right now, a lot of conflict, and it may be spilling out into other areas of your life, including your work, family. So we have ancestors speaking, well, unknown ancestors speaking. I have been watching over you. Learn more about your heritage through research. You will find me, my name, and spirit guide speaking. Don't miss this opportunity. It's your time. No more procrastination. So I kind of get, okay, with this bookman here, right? It almost gives me the vibe of somebody that may be watching you. Okay. Who may be watching you here? For some of you, right, this could be a child or anything like that, right? So the bookman says voodoo priest, leader of the Haitian revolution, victory, triumph, spiritual warfare, major change, wise peacemaker. Yeah, for some of you, this could be a child or it could be, All right, bottom of the deck here, we have door to personal healing and happiness. Okay. Yeah, for some, okay, this is what I'm getting here. Right, you may be having a good deal of conflict when it comes to your relationship. And some of you may even be considering leaving, but you may feel you have too much invested in this, and you may be afraid of heartbreak. Right? This may be like an on again, off again relationship for some of you here. Yeah. And I feel it may be time for you to kind of learn from your mistakes here in the past. Right? Whatever that brings up for you, right? When I say that. Learn from your mistakes in the past. If you feel like it's time to go, hey man. Only you can figure out whether or not that's right for you or not. Yeah. But it seems like, okay, you may have a tendency here to overgive to certain situations, certain people, certain things. And in doing so, it kind of takes away from what you're able to give to yourself. I feel like that's the main message here. It's time for you to really start focusing on yourself. whatever's best for you is what you need to be focused on right now. Yeah, it's like, it seems like whatever this is, whatever these issues are that may be showing up within your relationship or relationships, they're not something that can just be glossed over or fixed with the band-aid. I feel like this is something that goes deep. And it's time for you to really like face it, to look at it, and to stop kind of like sugarcoating it. Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. We got cards coming out here. So we have here the Magician, the World that wants to show itself. For others of you, right, if you don't resonate with the whole relationship thing, I feel like this may be in relationship to, right, with the woman holding a coin, your, a financial relationship of some sort. So like you may have a business that you're trying to grow, but there may be some negativity here when it comes to, it could be a person, it could be mindsets, habits, people, places, or things that you're connecting to. And it's time for you to really start focusing here on what you can do to get yourself, your connection, whatever that connection may be, to a person, to a thing, to a project, a business, get it stable and solid. All right, you may be focusing on it's like, I feel like it's time to focus on the foundation. Yeah. And it starts with yourself here with this Nine of Pentacles. If you're not straight, then your relationship can't be straight. Whatever that relationship may be, right? Yeah, it's like time for you to really, it's like your relationships here, right? I feel like whatever that relationship may be, to a person, to a thing, to a business, is very much a reflection of your own relationship with yourself and with the divine. So if you're feeling like things aren't stable, or things aren't working, or you're giving too much, you're losing a lot, or what have you, then it's time for you to really reconnect with yourself and reconnect with the divine, to kind of come back to one, okay? Back to one, and to really like start focusing on that foundation, start focusing on your connection to yourself, to the divine, and then begin to build or rebuild or rework what it is that you're doing. All right, so it may be time for you here to really start focusing on maybe finding a mentor or finding like a counselor, right? If this is about a relationship, it may be time to go to counseling. If this is about a business, then it may be time for you to really like connect with someone who is more learned, right, in that situation. Maybe a lawyer, maybe a business coach, or whatever it may be for you. Whoop! Okay. Okay. Got cards on the floor. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, this is something that can't be rushed, right? I feel like this is something that's going to take time. It may even be like a lot of work emotionally here. Right? It's not something that can be fixed, right, with like sex or like a little vacay. It's something that needs to like, you need to sit down, have a talk, have a think, have a whatever, come to God kind of moment and figure out like what do you want? What do you want to do going forward, right? Because I feel like with the Star in reverse, you may be feeling a bit like helpless or hopeless. And that's kind of being reflected back to you in this current situation where you feel maybe like out of control. You feel like things aren't working. You feel like, and it's time for you to really sit down with yourself, with the divine, and get a little bit of counseling, a little bit of, communication here, connection. And then start working on this relationship here, whatever this relationship may be. Okay, but let's see. Let's get a few cards for some money and career guidance, and then we'll get a few cards for some love guidance. Okay. Yeah. So got the message of concern showing up. Bottom of the deck here we have change. Yeah, it seems like here when it comes to money and career, like you may, right? So if for those of you who may own your own business, you may not be listening to your own self. You may not be listening to your own concerns. Or even if you're, you don't own your own business. If you work for someone else, you may be feeling as if your concerns, what's going on with you isn't important. That's what I get here. And if it seems like it's important that you pay attention to your feelings, what's going on with you. Yeah. Because it's not good to kind of work yourself to the bone and kind of to dismiss your own kind of emotions, your own feelings, your own thoughts, your own concerns. Yeah. It's time for you here to really prioritize your own needs. Right? It's kind of like you can't expect here someone else to prioritize them if you're not making them a priority for yourself. For some of you here, you could be worried about, or you could be thinking about maybe leaving one job in particular, but you may be worried about money when it comes to doing that. I feel like saying like your health is more important than the money. Right, it could be time for a vacation here. Right, and I feel like when it comes to like prioritizing your own needs, that's when you'll start seeing a change, right? When you start focusing on that, I feel like that's when things will start like opening up, making more sense. Working out in your favor. Okay, but let's get a few cards for the love life here, and then we're gonna close it out with an oracle card or two, however it wants to come out for real. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this is saying the same thing. Bottom of the deck here we have, excuse me, the Soldier. Yeah, it's time for you to really start prioritizing what's good for you, what feels right for you. Right? For some of you, it may be time to put your foot down here, to really speak your truth. Right? But I feel like with that as well, it's like making sure that you know, you're not going too crazy, you know. Hey, but however you want to do it, that's your business. But yeah. This is giving me dominatrix vibes. What? Yeah. Yeah. It's like time for you to really like voice your concerns. Like if you feel like things aren't working. But at the same time, I feel like with this voodoo doll showing up, there may be a lot of arguments or just like chaos going on. And it's like with this, I also feel like there's a need to protect what you feel is important to you, right? To not kind of just go all wild and whatnot. It's like you can voice your concerns, you can speak up for yourself without causing more chaos or more havoc. It's like needing to figure out the best way to get your point across without causing more issues. Right? For some of you, it may be time for you to like learn how to only thing that's coming to my mind is speak softly, like to right, and I ain't coming on nobody, but like it may be time for you to learn how learn the art of manipulation, basically. Yeah, with the dominatrix, like if you feel like your partner isn't listening to you or isn't getting what it is that you're saying, then maybe the problem isn't your partner. Maybe the problem is the way that you're communicating, right? It may be time for you to learn how to communicate differently, more effectively, right? To change your approach. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, but let's go ahead and close this out with an oracle. Right, for those of you who may be single and ready to mingle, okay, I feel like, yo, it may be time for you to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull some more cards for the single folks. Because I'm curious here. Okay, so I feel like, okay, what I'm getting, like you may, in the past, you may have been the chaser, right? For the single Gemini folks. And it may be time for you to really learn how to be chased. I didn't know, not chased. Okay, but chased, as in, let somebody chase you. Okay? That's what I get. But let's see. What's the... Oh, wait a minute. Let's get a final card for Gemini here. That's too many. Okay, so we have here gratitude. Bottom of the deck, we have camel, celebration. So let's read from the book here. Dang, that wants to come out. So eagle, strength. Okay, so buffalo, gratitude. It says, when we see herding animals like the buffalo, deep acknowledgement for what you have enables you to thrive. Okay. When we see herding animals like the buffalo, we can appreciate just how much selflessness plays in the ultimate harmonious vibrations they rely on for survival. moving together as a group with their own individual stances, gently and continually grazing over their landscape, surviving as a unit and thriving as a herd. These beautiful, gentle giants really seem to carry an air of gratitude with them. They have an understanding that although they may have their differences and life challenges, ultimately, to protect their species, they must tread lightly and stay together. Buffalo move through grasslands, banding together for strength, security, and community. They embody what it means to surrender the ego and do what works for the greater good. To see that when we appreciate those around us who are on their own journey, yet ultimately have the same goals and desires as us, we can remove the barriers that energetically separate us to keep the unity, harmony, and strength in numbers required to achieve common goals. As herbivores, these creatures rely heavily on Mother Nature to sustain them, and in turn, Mother Earth relies on them, who help her continually renew and adapt. This is something that humans can really draw parallels to in terms of how best to treat the gifts we are given, particularly with our Earth Mother. When we see that such large, strong, and powerful beings can survive on elements so readily available and renewable here on Earth, sunshine, rain, soil, and plants, we can see that when respect is given to such important and sacred offerings, our gratitude is in turn rewarded back through Mother Earth's true nature, to nurture that which dwells upon her. Okay, we're also going to read strength here, or ego. So let's see. It says, true strength is displayed in the recovery process, not the initial action. The eagle sits at the top of the food chain, an apex predator in the avian world. Eagles are big and strong, with the ability to carry prey of their own weight. Their eyesight is far greater than in humans, giving them the ability to spot their prey from a very long distance, even if the prey is still or hiding. The fish, wow. The eagle is shy and mysterious, choosing to live in densely forested areas as far away from humans as possible. They build their nests high up in trees or cliffs so that the eggs and chicks are safe from ground-dwelling predators. Despite their strength, eagles do not always strike their prey on the first attempt. In fact, it may take them as many as 15 attempts before a successful strike is made. They also tire easily after a hunt and spend much of their time resting and recovering before trying again. Eagles conserve energy while in the air by soaring and hovering in rising thermals to abolish unnecessary exertion. The eagle teaches us the lesson of perseverance in the face of apparent failure and invites us to remain emotionally resilient to challenges and setbacks. We can learn that a sign of strength is often not how intensely we come into contact with something, but more about how we recover from it. Okay? That's all I have for you, Gemini. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, be sure to head to the description box below for the link to summertimetarot.com to book that. All right, but I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.